Dear members and students, I have great pleasure in addressing you on the occasion of 72nd Foundation Day of the establishment of this August Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Wishing you all a very happy CA Day. A day important for all of us to celebrate remarkable growth of our profession and also a day to reaffirm our commitment to serve the nation. Dear colleagues and students, world is facing an unprecedented challenge of COVID-19 pandemic resulting into economic and social lockdown. During these crucial times when the nation is fighting with the global pandemic, we have dealt with persistent influence and discipline to this unprecedented situation. With the fighting spirit that we have shown as a country, we at ICAI have proactively responded to the challenges of COVID-19 pandemic faced by the accounting profession. Today, I have no hesitation to acknowledge that we as a profession have responded to the every need, may it be the regulatory requirements or learning quest of the members and students. I am thankful to the active support of you and all and my council colleagues. Friends, on this CA Day, though our sentiments and commitments towards our profession and the nation would remain the same, but the same would be expressed and shared differently. We have decided to celebrate the occasion in virtual mode, enabling larger part of the fraternity to come together and part of CA Day. Today, in the midst of 71st year of standing, the respectable position we as chartered accountants carry is not by chance, but through a concerted process and efforts of setting high standards of disclosure, assurance, ethics or skill development. Accountancy profession has gained distinctive position among peer professions on account of committed virtues of independence, integrity and excellence. The founding father of Indian Constitution granted autonomy to the profession through the CA Act 1949. To cherish our achievements over the year that have not only paved way to consolidate our position as a robust regulator in India over a period of time, but also as a facilitator of reforms, trusted advisor and above all the guardian of financial probity in India. Many of you may not be aware, especially young members of the profession and students, that the first meeting of the ICAI Council was held on the occasion of Independence Day of the country and addressed by the then Commerce Minister, Mr. K.C. Niyogi. Shri Niyogi ji then said it was appropriate that a great and important profession in the country was launching upon career of autonomy on Independence Day. We hope that the Council would maintain a level of professional conduct and standard which would bring resounding glory not only to the profession but to the country as well. On these words, foundation of this illustrious profession was kept, and with our activities and contribution, we remained true to the expectations of all. Since its formative years, with regular contribution, the Institute remained a trusted policy advisor to the government. In initial years, you may not be aware that we have contributed on many national issues such as price fixation of Indian industries, devaluation of Indian rupees, prepared vertical form of balance sheet, suggestion given on taxation structure in the country and suitable and effective company law system, and even for the efficient management of the PSUs. Towards fiscal law system, the pre-budget and the post-budget memoranda is the initiative which we started in year 1963 and which continued uninterrupted till date. With the very effective contribution in the GST implementation in India, income declaration scheme, steering the accounting reform in government sector, including the conversion of financial statements of the Indian Railway from cash to accrual, developing accrual-based accounting standards for local bodies and regular capacity building and training of the government department, we have ensured that the strong structure that has been developed on the foundation kept by our forefathers remain on the institution of trusted partner in nation building. On this CA Day, ICAI is launching a Smarth Bharat, Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme for rebooting MSMEs, entrepreneurs in the rural economy and exports-oriented activities. In this plan, our fellow chartered accountants member to rise on the occasion and use their good offices to help MSME and the rural entrepreneur in the area of finance, accounting, regulation and exports, not only to reboot the Indian economy but also lead country to the growth trajectory of 5 trillion target. The institute is the harbinger of establishing best financial reporting, auditing, ethical and governance practices in India. Today, our corporate world is stood at par with any other global counterpart, boosting investors' confidence in the Indian system and processes. All this could have been possible due to the constant thrust of ICAI on adopting and implementing best practices in India. We have constituted Accounting Standards Board in 1976 and Auditing Practice Committee in 1981, realizing the significance of accounting standard in the financial reporting system of the country. Government of India in 1998 itself recognized accounting standard through the amendment in the erstwhile Companies Act 1956, and since then every company is required to comply with these accounting standard, and the stat auditor of every company are required to report whether the accounting standards have been complied with or not. Strong foundation of this august institute have been built by our visionary past president and the council. Today you will be astonished as well as proud to know that one of our past president, as far as 50 years back, visualized the importance of computerization and information technology in the profession. At that point of time, he said, there is no doubt that the accountant is the fittest person to assist the user of the electronic data processing system, and advised the profession to be ready to meet the challenges of the computer age and to successfully carry out the new duties which the computer age will enjoin on them. Today, I am privileged to note that the institute has pioneered many path-breaking initiatives and consolidated its position as a facilitator of technological reform at a global stage. Our initiatives such as Digital Learning Hub, Unique Document Identification Number and Digital Competency Maturity Model are well acknowledged, appreciated and adopted by many national and international organizations. To analyze the impact of digital and information technology, big data, blockchain, artificial intelligence, robotic process automation and other technological innovation, we have formed Digital Accounting and Assurance Board in the year 2017. Through the self-service portal, we have ensured that the services are provided to the members and students at their doorsteps, and turnaround time is kept at minimum. Today, when the entire world is in lockdown stage, the Digital Learning Hub and the self-service portal are the two services through which we are able to ensure regular communication and the knowledge dissemination services to you all. Friends, the Action Plan 2020 and 21 that has been released during the year is a step towards calibrating our vision and energize to tread the path we have crafted for ourselves in the journey of being institution of public relevance. Various actions to further strengthen our position and define our role as a robust regulator, governance, audit quality, research institution and providing global thought leadership have been the envisaged and undertaken, which I would like to share with you. The economy's expectations to grow to 5 trillion economy by 2024 has been ably supported by ICAI. While the nation prepared itself for moving to the bigger league, the accountancy profession has credibly made contribution by providing a matured and reliable governance system assured by the ICAI. To develop a creditable governance ecosystem, your council in the year 1954 prohibited solicitation of work or professional work by advertising his professional attainment or services or done anything which aimed as publicity or amounting to canvassing. A thought process which developed that this member of this coveted profession of chartered accountants need to be acted and behave in a manner which is distinct and should not indulge in the practices which may dilute audit quality, such as soliciting for work, undercutting of fees, or responding to the tender issued exclusively for the CAs without mentioning the minimum fees. Another important issue is the quality of audit services rendered by our members. Audit quality is the hallmark of our profession. Since beginning, business organizations, industry and the government rely upon the assurance given by the chartered accountants for sound accounting, reporting and effective financial management. As I mentioned earlier, Income Tax Department recognized audited accounts of companies assessee as a basis for assessment. Later on, relying on the services rendered by us, system of tax audit, audit under excise and custom, VAT audit and even GST audit have been introduced. To ensure that the trust has been bestowed on the profession is maintained, it is essential to continuously improve the audit quality and the consistency of the audit execution to maintain confidence in the independent assurance provided by the auditors. To ensure audit quality, the institute has voluntarily restricted the total number of tax audits that a practicing member of the profession can perform, a concept also adopted for companies audit. Moving forward with our reform process, it is considered appropriate to further strengthen and develop a systematic audit quality framework to ensure that the audit quality is maintained and that the financial information portrayed and certified is relevant, timely and reliable to the meet of the need of the users. The future of the profession lies in its ability to change, evolve and adapt to the changing environment, which is the central element of the reforms. ICAI, recognizing the fact that the high level quality framework provides the foundation for development of a proficient, high quality accountancy profession, has moved to set up a Center for Audit Quality. The ICAI has a strong tradition of service to the public interest and to the Indian economy. ICAI has over the years promulgated a strong accounting and auditing framework in India and established quality overseas mechanism in the form of peer review board, financial reporting review board and the tax audit quality review board. The ICAI possesses an effective enforcement mechanism for compliance of standard to identify the vulnerable area and encourage a culture of reporting to take suitable steps. I am sure all these are vital to strategize the quality of audit. Having regard to the experience gained since issuance of peer review statement and the difficulty faced by the stakeholder and the changes that have been placed in the economic and other fields, your council this year undertook the task of revising the statement. The revised peer review statements provides the terms of reference of such reviews and the roles and responsibility of the stakeholders concerned. The revised statement will be applicable from tomorrow, that is from the 1st of July 2020. You may recall the another significant important document, the revised code of ethics will also be soon applicable. Similarly, we are augmenting the process and the resources with our FRRB with a view to enhance our capacity and to achieve a target to complete the review of the financial statement of all listed companies beyond a threshold limit in a band of a pre-targeted period. ICAI has a robust disciplinary mechanism as well that derives strength from the provision of the CA Act 1949 and supports furtherance of excellence in the domain of chartered accountancy profession. Effective from the 12th of Feb 2020 and till date, despite the lockdown situation, the Board of Discipline and the benches of disciplinary committee have held the 11 meetings, including the 6th meeting even in the lockdown period. With a view to reduce the pendency of these cases, we have even started the e-hearing of the cases, which will in the times to come substantially reduce the number of pending cases by this year end. Further, certain draft amendments in the CA Act 1949 have been submitted, which are under active consideration of the central government and will enable faster and higher disposal of the disciplinary cases and making this mechanism more accessible and quicker. After successful implementation of e-hearing during this council year, we have taken one more step in the direction of digitization by developing a separate portal specifically for the disciplinary mechanism where all pertinent information is readily available. Friends, Research is the hallmark of excellence. Today, our profession carries a distinct image because of the rich heritage of various research initiatives taken in the past. This is also a fact that in this fast changing innovative world, without continuous efforts and innovation, even the largest organizations can't survive. Kodak, BlackBerry, Xerox are the few examples where organizations haven't innovated with the time and lost the fast-paced race of competition. As rightly said, people ignore research that ignores people. We are working relentlessly on the various research initiatives, and in a short span we have launched various research initiatives apart from ICAI Research Project Scheme 2020, ICAI Doctoral Scholarship Scheme to inculcate research among membership and take ICAI research contribution to the much higher pedestal. We have also launched the International Research Award from 2020 to acknowledge the vital contribution made in research activity in the area of accounting, auditing, finance, economics and taxation for the benefit of the common mankind. As part of ICAI 2024 vision, we have envisioned ICAI to be the thought leader to the global accountancy world, and many focused activities have been undertaken to achieve this global vision. With our concentrated efforts, we wish to position the Indian accountancy profession as most sought after, recognized and appreciated profession of the world. To spreading our global footprints and to see that the Indian professionals are positioned in every jurisdiction globally, ICAI has a vision to set up 40 representative offices and to have 100 chapters of ICAI by 2024 to become the catalyst for the members and the students' growth endeavors. Our actions will be guided by the foreign policy of the ICAI, which is expected to be finalized soon to provide an organized and the focused approach to the ICAI while duly recognizing the limitation and constraint in the international perspective. We have initiated the discussion to identify such jurisdiction where our professional colleagues may be allowed to render attestation services as well. We are also exploring the newer MRAs and qualification benchmarking to provide the conducive environment as well. This would facilitate creation of global Indian firms having presence in the multiple international jurisdictions. ICAI have already entered into the MRAs and MOU with more than 15 leading accounting organizations globally and is in dialogue with the accounting body of many other countries to facilitate the inter-country movement of our professional colleagues. The Indian chartered accountancy profession has held a distinguished mark for the skill set we possess. Our endeavor should be not only to equip our students to face the present challenges, but also to prepare them as a future accountant. We are looking at such education environment wherein the chartered accountants are seen as a future CEO rather than only the CFOs. This thought process has to be changed, and this change should take place swiftly. Rightly mentioned as new age professionals, we need not only to review our present methodology, but also help the future chartered accountants to imbibe newer and emerging skills. As rightly said, it is not the aptitude but the attitude that determine one's altitude. We should also acknowledge that the accountancy profession is highly dynamic and require the persistent value addition in education delivery and curriculum. We are in the process of developing a skill grid for the students undergoing article training to assess the inculcation of relevant skill sets. With changing environment, delimitation of jurisdiction, new way of doing business and the disruptive technology where the need of the hour is to reskill ourselves, we need to see that our students are generation next professional who are ready with the new age jobs. It is said, you can't build a great building on a weak foundation. You must have a solid foundation if you are going to have a strong superstructure. Your council is working day and night to strengthen this service delivery to the members and students to give a wow feeling being the second largest professional body across the globe. To achieve that, we have institutionalized the effective monitoring of e-Sahayata, the functioning of SSP through the separate directorate. We are also working on the establishment of the National Call Center, the DigiLocker facilities to issue ICAI document in a digital mode for the members and students. ICAI has also started on drafting a set of standards for the lower rung of corporates and for non-corporates entities, which will take 3 to 4 years to develop. The simplified set of accounting standard will help bring many businesses from the informal sector into the formal sector and lead to the better credit and the growth trajectory for these entities. For developing desired skill set, we are also developed a special program on digital learning hub to develop the capacity on the forensic tools and effective utilization on assurance and the professional assignment. This is in addition to the specially earmarked 30 crore rupees to provide various application and tools to the smaller firms to build their capacity, where the engagement with the vendor to provide these tools will be enabled soon. On this CA day, my heartiest congratulations and best wishes to my students too. You are the future of our profession and for the ICAI, very important parts of our family. On this CA day, you should resolve to imbibe the best professional practices in our daily culture. What you are learning today, what you are doing today, and how you are developing your understanding will define in the times to come as to how the future of our profession will be unfolded. As student of this coveted profession, you should desire to not only achieve your goal of joining the profession as a member at the earliest, but also to become a holistic professional having comprehensive knowledge, serve all the stakeholders with the best of your ability and the competence, keeping national interest in mind. Technology is rapidly changing the ways and the means of delivering education, and you must have witnessed that the institute keeping pace with the need of the hour, adapting newer and newer means of remaining relevant in the current time. Be it the live virtual class, e-books, online mock test, virtual MCS courses, advanced IT courses, centralized distribution system, industrial training portal, self-service portal, or even the digital learning hub, we have adopted every possible means to provide you the best of the class services to our students. From tomorrow, in our yet another landmark initiative, we are starting the virtual classes absolutely free of charge that will be rendered by the renowned subject experts from across India through this webcast technology. While we are adopting all possible technological innovation and bringing them for you, I urge you to sensibly use the technology. Extensive use of social media, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp and other social media platform is creating its own challenges for the students. Technology is here to serve us, not to master us. We should use the technology and should never ever allow the technology to use us. In our vision document for 2021, we have put great emphasis on the digital transformation this year, and this will be appropriate time to follow and adopt sensible use of technology as well. Friends, sometimes we observe that with the extensive use of social media, we got swayed by the flow of information without using our wisdom or the judgment about this genuineness. You all should be rest assured that the institute as your guardian is always catch hold of your concern or issue and take the proactive measure for the betterment of all. Remember, time that has been passed will never come back. Use it judiciously and productively. Institute is always reminded at the forefront in the taking new initiative to serve our students. One such big initiative is the creation of 100 crores fund for the student scholarship, for the enhanced student scholarship, so that we can double the existing scholarship beneficiaries. Chartered accountancy is the profession providing excellent opportunities for the students of every strata of society as social catalyst, and this fund will help every deserving needy students to give wings to their dreams. We will ensure that the No Prema Jayakumar, Gaurav Pandit, Sashikant Sharma, Sailesh Gole, Sadab Hussain or others is facing the financial constraint towards their skilling and achieving professional education.
Further, in the continuation of this 75% waiver of fees provided to the students of 8 northeast states, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, we have favorably revised the eligibility of even the differently able students as well for special discount in registration fees of ICAI. Furthermore, we are also working on the international curriculum, which while on the one side will create the more and more recognition of the Indian chartered accountancy profession as at the global arena, at the same time will create more and more professional opportunities for all of you when you join this coveted profession.
Dear members and students, before conclude, I wish a very happy CA day to all of you once again. I wish to reiterate that we will leave no stone unturned to provide you the world-class services. With persistent effort, I am happy to intimate that now we are moving towards the 100% digital evaluation in our examination system. The re-verification result to be made available within 7 days. Implementation of biometric and digital recording of attendance at the CP programs, and even the launching of the CABF portal for the quick and easy disposal of requests. We are also moving towards the web portal for the CA forms database, networking guidelines to promote the networking of CA forms, and the digital learning hub with the structured CPRs. With support of all of you, the accountancy profession, its member and institute are fully transformed and ready to face every new age challenge. Let us collectively work for a vibrant profession and largest accountancy body in the globe by 2024. Thank you all. Jai Hind, Jai ICAI.